everyone. I have already tried making this video, but it actually turned out a little bit less than what I actually wanted to portray, I should say. So, this is going to be for my Sims 4 base game story save file. Now, everything that you can have is completely base game. Completely base game. I made sure I disabled every single pack and only made it for the base game with absolutely no custom content. Now, what you are going to want to do is go to the description down below if you want this save file. You will download the save file, and I have two links that you can download on my Tumblr, which is what I'm going to be linking, and you have to download it, you have to unzip the folder, and then you place everything in that zipped folder into your saves file. Once you have done that, you will load up your game. You will press load game and you will find my base game story file right here with this gorgeous family. And you will hit play and it's going to load up everything. Now, what you get is what you see on my screen. Now, well, not everything. Okay, so as you can see, I disabled all my packs and all I have is base game available right now. Now, the first, I have part 1 and part 2 if you don't want Newcrest. But Willow Creek, this is Willow Creek. Everything was made by me except for Club Slate, which is a Maxis build. I made sure I put it out there. It's the only build that I did not build, just because I like the build anyways. But I did update the Goth family, the Pancake family, the Spencer Kim Lewis family, and I think that's all of the... Oh, and the BFF family. And then everyone else was made by me in Willow Creek. Willow Creek is more like of a suburban, like, neighborhood, I should say. Now, I can show you a neighborhood. Let me... they all have different price points as well, and everybody has a storyline, like this one. Delilah was the typical quiet girl until one day she decided to go to a party. There, she meets a boy that she quickly became smitten with him. She never would have thought that one night could change her life forever. And yes, it changed her life for sure because she has 5 toddlers. Now, let me go into the neighborhood and I'm going to show you a glimpse of each neighborhood, and that would be a little bit better than the first video I made that I am going to delete actually and change it in with this video. So let me wait until it loads up a little bit because my game likes to do this weird thing where it doesn't like to load completely. Okay, so inside, as you can see, let me pause so that way nothing, like no toddlers are getting taken away or anything of that sort. So it's very basic. I have all the toddler beds in here. Every home was designed for the people that live there. Yes, every home was designed for the people that live there. So that way toddlers don't go without a bed and stuff like that. Okay, so this one, everything I did use move objects. That was the only cheat I did. And she does have skills. I can't remember. Yeah, she has skills. She has charisma, cooking, and painting. And she also has a job. She is an esports competitor. I don't remember giving her a job. I think that was when I was play testing it and the game decided, hey, she needs a job or something like that. Weird. Okay, but anyways, this is the neighborhood. I am not an intricate builder, I should say. Definitely not an intricate builder. It's very basic looking, pretty much. For the most part, everything is suburban-like style in this area, like in Willow Creek in general. But yeah, this is basically what you will get. Everything was made by me, except for Club Slate, like usual. Okay, So now let's move on to a different neighborhood and a different sim family. Let's move on to Oasis Springs. Everything in Oasis Springs was made by me. I did update the land grabs, the calientes, the roomies, and the Zest family. Now, I say Zest family because Johnny Zest's sister decided to room with him because of certain circumstances. So her and her son will be moving in with Uncle Johnny. Now let's see, which neighborhood should I do? I could do this bigger neighborhood. This is my Moreno, Juliana Moreno. Simple. Juliana is a hacker. For the good? Who knows? She keeps to herself and doesn't like the company. Now, usually, like, all these households, their story descriptions is a little basic and vague, but it's just so that way if you want to play them, you have a wide selection on what to do with them. Load it up a little bit, shouldn't take too long. Yep, and this is her home. As you can see, it is basic. I did set a budget for each house, and that's why she has 15 grand left. So if you wanted to play her, you have 15 grand to do whatever you want in this home. But this is her little like hacker station. Now to get there, there's like a little bookshelf to go through and then go through the door and you're there. I mean, there's windows, yeah, but she has curtains there and nobody really knows how to get back there anyways. But let me just show you the outside. Very basic, nothing too extravagant at all. This is the roomie's home. And then you go over, here's a home right here. More. I do have at least one starter per like world. At least. There's not an empty lot in here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back. There's not an empty lot. They are all filled. And there's always at least one starter home because there's a starter home here and there's a starter home in Willow Creek and there's also one in Newcrest. Starter home is right here. I believe where Riggins is living, she has a starter home as well. Some people have starter homes already. So if you want to evict them and take their home, you are more than welcome to. Now, this one right here, 2 Green Street, this is the home that is available to you that's empty. There's nobody there. It's not like empty, like there's furniture there. And I did make myself. It does say this is my sim self that I placed in the base game world of Newcrest. Now you will get this sim no matter which part you get. Part 3 will have Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and Newcrest. Part 1 will just have Willow Creek, and Part 2 will have Willow Creek and Oasis Springs. Now this has a little bit more community lots. I have a library, a pool, a gym, a nightclub, a lounge, but this is like the event center. I have 2 marriage areas. I have the Sandy Run Event Center, and I also have the future weddings over here in Oasis Springs. Now let me go back over in here. I actually really like this park that I made. It looks really nice out in the world too. And I also have a fishing pond that I made into a teen like neighborhood. So let me go into a home real quick. I will join the Herrera family. Amelia fell in love with Ricardo's sense of humor. As time went on, they got married young. Throughout their early marriage, she finds out that Ricardo is stealing and messing with other women. I just realized that I made a typo right here. So you will see that in your save file. I'm sorry. And okay, messing. Oh, I see what I did. It's like messing with other women. She is trying to change his ways, but is failing miserably. She decided to give up and accept it. Now, with this family, there is actually their children that live in this neighborhood. We have these 2 and, well, their daughter. And then they have their son right here as well that is following in his father's footsteps. Okay, so now I'm going to move into here. Everything is basically basic built. I don't have a high-end PC. So, like, this would be good. There shouldn't be too many performance issues for low end to like mid range PC. Definitely mid range, you are perfect. Like, mid range and high end PCs, there will be no lag problems whatsoever. Now, for low end PCs, it should be fine. There shouldn't be too much because my PC isn't a potato yet, but it's not like a beast, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, this is their home. It's very, very like basic. They still have the rooms of their children still going on. It's very empty because they were also on somewhat of a budget. But yeah, there's that home. There's their neighbor over here in that home. Over here. Now this one's more of like I chose a modern style like home. Oh, this is the starter home that I was telling you about. That's nobody lives there. And then this one was supposed to be like a starter home, but I think it's like 25,000 simoleons or something like that that comes to all together. Okay, so there's that. We're gonna go back to the world. Now, anyone can download this. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know how console works, honestly. Like, I don't know if you can plop new save files on console or whatnot, but I do have some of my builds up on the gallery as well. Not everything is on the gallery, but I have a few here and there, but not a lot. But anyways, yeah, it's base game only. I will eventually move on to like doing not Magnolia Promenade. I don't think I'm gonna do that unless people want that. I'm gonna have the base game plus Windenburg, which is Get Together, and then I'm gonna disable that and do City Living in base game and so on and so forth. I'm gonna do everything. I am not sure if I'm going to be doing the vacation worlds. I'll probably do that last unless people really, really want the vacation worlds, like if they have outdoor living or jungle adventure and they want the base game worlds plus that certain thing, you know? Okay, so anyways, that's everything for you. I hope all of you enjoyed, and if you want to download, of course, it's in the description below, and I will say this now. Bye-bye!